What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It is Jfam. In today's video, let me ask you a question. Do you guys struggle to get high kills? Do you not know how to get high kills? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the world's best Warzone player's gameplay when he was playing a $20,000 Warzone tournament. And I'm basically just going to give you guys some tips, some ideas, and just allow you, in my perspective, breaking down Aydan's gameplay. I'll put his Twitch and his YouTube in the description. If you do not know who Aydan is, he holds the solo quads world record for 60 kills. He's the top money earner in Warzone right now. I think it's like $160,000, $180,000 somewhere in there. So we're going to go over one of his gameplays in one of these $20,000 tournaments and talk about what he does differently from me and you, how he's able to get these high kills, and just maybe me and you both can take away some things and improve upon our own gameplay. So if you want to learn how to get more high kills in Warzone, stick around and we're going to dissect this gameplay. Let's get into it. All right, the first thing that you guys are going to notice, he pings a heli. And here's the thing, is that once you're at 720 meters away from a heli, you'll watch he'll jump. It's like the perfect timing to jump for the heli. But he's not going for it, his teammate is. His teammate is usually the one to try to grab the heli. And let me just say, when it comes to these high kill races, they usually always, one of them tries to go for a heli. And this is a really popular spot. You're going to see they land here quite often, or hospital. And they just basically are going to focus on immediately getting their loadout as fast as they can. They'll loot the hangars, they'll loot this ground war building. But his teammate will definitely run support most of the time with the heli.
I'm not going for it though. I'm just... I'm landing top fire. Yeah, there's a guy right there. Yeah, I see him. Hold up. Yeah, I'm not going in there. Oh, that. Yeah. Pick me up.
So see, his teammate pinged, said it's a rose skin. Aydan has an M60. The guy ran inside. He just knew it wasn't a good fight. So me, I'll make these mistakes. I'll go and push that guy thinking that I'm going to catch him off guard. But Aydan's a very smart player. He's like, we'll just back off. We'll get some loot, get our loadout, and then we'll have an even better chance when it comes to fights. So they know they're sweaty players, so they're not going to just waste their gulag fighting these sweaty players.
I got a god chest down here.
So once again, their whole intention, get that loadout as fast as possible. They're not going to spend extra time looting. They're going to get to 10,000 and get the loadout as fast as they can. And once again, guys, if you're not familiar with these tournaments, Aydan is here. This is teammate rated. These two guys are basically going out on their own, and this is quads. And basically, it's Aydan and his teammate versus these two guys. Whoever gets the most kills added together at the end wins. That's how it works. It's a 2v2 kill race.
We can just fight in the open real quick. That door is peaches open. Don't go up there. Don't go up there. Do not go here. Fuck it. All right. Yep.
And also, what they're doing, why are they throwing on this hangar? Well, once again, it's basically they're their own team, and they're not sure if their teammates, the other guys that they're facing, have a heli. So instead of giving them a free loadout or giving them a free ghost loadout, they throw it on here, and if those guys don't have a heli, there's no way for them to get this loadout. That's the whole purpose of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that.
And you can see he's running the M16 and the FFAR. This is a very recent gameplay. This is Season 3, as you can tell by the map. But he's still running these, the old meta guns.
I see. All right. Nading that.
And as I mentioned, Aydan is, according to earnings in Warzone tournaments, the best player in the world. But his teammate is very good at communicating. You can see here on the map, he's parked the heli on high ground, and he's basically just calling out everybody to Aydan, letting him know, hey, there's a guy here, live pings. The communication from his teammate is just insane.
I see him. I got him. Down. On me in this building. Two.
See, listen, they're constantly communicating with each other.
Down one.
See, he's pressuring him with the heli while Aydan's fighting. And they wipe the team.
Good help.
Simple.
Ready to go?
And another thing, when it comes to getting high kills, these guys are not wasting their time. They're not wasting their time looting a ton. He's just grabbing ammo in and out. They're just constantly on the move, you'll see.
But don't go back to those kids. We can go for these. Literally at the front, by the zip. Alright. So those skin, but yeah, I'll just push them. Yeah. At the front now. There are at the front, 100%. Probably at the other side.
So you'll see Aydan's going to push through super. His teammates falling back to not lose this heli. This heli in these tournaments is essential, or even when it comes to getting high kills, because you can move around the map so much and so fast.
I'm just gonna run over there. Okay.
And see, he's up top. He's on high ground again. He's calling everybody out to Aydan.
I got the guy in the buy, one shot. Behind the little fucking thing. I downed the guy that's RPG'd you.
And also, the heli is such a huge distraction. You seen that guy trying to RPG that heli out? Aydan's out front. It's just an easy kill for him.
Get my full of the car. Yep. Okay.
There it is. Another great call out from his teammate.
I'm leaving him to them. I'm just gonna go loot. Okay. On the right side? Let's just dip. Let's just leave. Yeah, let's just leave. When? It's 7-2 this one, so.
And you'll see, there was one guy left on that team. He called him out in the office, but the other guys were also fighting. So instead of wasting their time on one guy, they're just like, let's just go, let's dip out, let's go find another whole team to fight. They don't waste their time on just basically single people.
On purple. I'm unmarking this. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the crowd. Just put me on him. Okay. Sally, one shot. Right there, down.
You can see the FFAR is still really good.
You can call down, I can get you. Do you have plates? I have 8. I have a down and oh, right here to the left. I'm pushing, he stunned himself. Down.
Wow, what did that guy just say?
I'm with you, I got you, I'm with you. Right here, one shot in that right garage. Literally one. I got you, I got you.
Easy win. His gun skill is just insane. His aim is so good. All right, now you're going to see, okay, there's 2 guys over there.
I wouldn't waste their time on one guy. Fuck it.
See, like I said, they're not going to waste their time on that one guy. Instead, they're going to go find a whole team to fight.
One total. Enemy UE. Yep. All
See?
down low.
Now they're going to fight this whole team.
None up top. Right here. I'm going down.
Now watch, Aydan's going to drop down. His teammate's going to stay up top just to keep the heli so they don't lose it.
I'm literally about to do above him. Hold on. Oh, no, down low. Right in this little thing. He's bought that dip.
That guy was a bot.
Yeah, here. Okay. There's more shit right here if you need. Just go.
See, they don't waste any time looting, just constantly going.
Nah.
He's already at 11 kills with 79 left.
Okay. I'm gonna heartbeat them back here. Yeah.
He'll drop him off. The heli's a distraction. Look, the guy's looking at the heli. No clue. He had no clue Aydan was there.
By the front door. I see him. He's running to office. One shot down.
Jeez, that M16 is still pretty good. Jeez, oh Pete. He's gonna get his full. Every full is huge. Every kill is huge in these tournaments.
Someone's trying to blow you up. Let's just dip. Yeah, let's do it.
Now, obviously, they're gonna grab Ghost. You need Ghost. That's huge.
So,
And you notice they're just going from like high trafficked areas back and forth constantly.
Minus the 3. We're at 4, yep. I see we had the TV and shit in downtown. Oh, just res that ice houses. Right there, just res. Okay, yep.
Oh, they seen him res here. Heli's a huge distraction again.
In this hangar.
The guy is so focused on the heli that Aydan just easily kills him. Oh my, and there's the gun skill again. Just turned on that guy so bad. Wow. Calls him out to his teammate. Instant. So easy. Now, I think the pace is going to slow down a bit because they actually lost the heli, I believe. That guy that was focused on that heli, I believe he destroyed it. So the pace is going to slow down a bit because they can't get around the map so fast. And there's obviously no vehicles over here.
I don't think they were headed that way.
So now look, Rated, the guy that was his teammate, he has a Bertha.
Yeah, shooting over here. Yep, I'm getting. Oh, fuck, I just got out. Let's go. That's self. Fuck. And fucking rat. There, Jason, just leave. I have to go. Yeah, just go. I should have stayed in.
Okay, and you'll notice that he said he even should have stayed in. He knew there was 3 people there, obviously because of the previous UAV, and he should have not jumped out. I think he accidentally jumped out. And his teammate, they're smart players. They know when to take a fight and when not to. So his teammate, Aydan, dies. He's in Gulag. His teammate just dips. He just leaves, gets out of there.
About to fight now.
And that's why I realized watching these guys, they just know when to take fights and when not to. When to back off and when to push. Now, see, that was smart. That was really smart. Aydan threw that nade, I believe, purposely a little farther over the guy. He knew he was behind the car, and knowing that the guy would actually have to push towards him so he wouldn't get killed by that nade. And perfectly read it.
So far, there's a bunch of people top left of the map. Might just let them kill him and then loot it.
So we'll see. We'll go back here for a second.
Left of the map.
Aydan is basically wondering, should I go for my loadout? Let me show you guys real quick. Watch. His loot is so far, and he sees, okay, here's the loadout. There's a lot of people up in the side of the map. So he's saying, okay, if I already go to my loadout, you guys seen they clear people from storage. They clear. Oh, sorry, got a burp stuck. They cleared out people from Superstore. They cleared out people from Factory, Airport. We've seen those clips. So they know that this area is kind of cleared out. They haven't been over here. They see, Aydan knows, seeing all these pings right here. There's probably a lot of people still in this area. So he's saying, and he sees that the other guys that they're facing are fighting these guys. So he's going to float, wait for one of them to die, and just grab these guys. Obviously, it's late in the game. They probably have loadies. Instead of wasting his time over here and working his way all the way across the map. Which is really smart. And there's some loot, as he predicted. And loadout guns. So he was right.
Okay. I have guns if you want to pick me up. Where? Oh, fire. I'm safe behind this. I'm safe. Did he get disabled?
And if you just notice what he was doing before he rezzed Aydan, that guy, I'll show you guys real quick here. This is where it gets interesting when they play these. So watch here. Here's Aydan's teammate. Here's Aydan. Here's the other guys he's facing. This guy right here knows Aydan's got to get res, so he is going to go and steal his Bertha, but instead Aydan's teammate throws 2 nades at it and before he comes to res Aydan and disables the Bertha. They do this a lot of the time. They'll try to take each other's helis or vehicles. So watch, he'll nade it. He'll turn around and nade it twice.
Did he get disabled?
That's hilarious.
I don't know where the fuck. I'm looking. Where's the satchel? Because I'm obviously fucking dumb. Oh. Alright. Wonder. Enemy soldier? Yeah, I see. Right above.
What a shot. That was a really good shot.
No, I'm gonna get. I got him. Come on, all the way. Yeah, I see.
And I want to point out, as you guys can see, he's got 17 kills with 37 left. How kind of slow paced the game. Once the heli got destroyed, once he went into gulag, it kind of kills the pace of the game. It's kind of hard for them to get the momentum back if they don't have vehicles in these things. So you see how important it is just to get your loadout really fast and have that mode of transportation, a Bertha, a heli, just to constantly be pushing people. Now they're kind of stuck on this side of the map with no vehicle. He had to reset. He's got somebody else's guns because he couldn't go to his loadie. These things are huge when it comes to getting high kills.
That's so AIDS. I got the other one. I got one.
Jeez.
Hey, he's a full kill, by the way.
Dude can shoot with anything.
Down another.
He's almost as good as me at sniping.
I see him. He's right there. You see him?
I seen this play. This is good.
I'm gonna get
So he's going to force the guy to push over.
I'm about to snipe him. I'm gonna hit him once. He's gonna move. Took his shield off. He's gonna move. To my left. That fire.
But then unfortunately gets shot in the back.
Yeah, that's like. Fine. Can't fool me. Alright, yeah, just run. You have enough res. There's one across. I don't know if you can get there or down low. Or there's one back here. Yep.
This is huge. I don't know how his teammate. He got so lucky. You can see his teammate dies here, but he's got self. I don't know how he lived through this. I really don't.
He's sniping jukes.
So he sees the other guy pushing behind him, and he's just going to kind of wait.
That's a solo that killed me.
Because even if this guy still steals a couple of his kills, it's not a big deal because at least he gets to stay alive and res Aydan.
You don't even have to move. Jukes is coming to you. You can let him go first.
And now this guy's teammate just died too, so they both kind of need to res.
That guy might have a satchel over there, right?
You see his teammate running the Groza.
I can't believe what just happened.
Then he got 8K off that guy's body.
I'm gonna land on his loot, alright? We're up like 2 total. They just spawned Lodi up here.
So he just heard somebody pop Lodi.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't hear that noise, that's a Lodi noise. And they seen it, they know. Now he knows where these people are at.
2 stunts and a deadie. I should be easy kills. I see him at the house. 3 of them. They don't look
Look,
very good.
and he's smart too. He mounts immediately just to make sure that he basically gets 0 recoil and amazing aim. I would have probably stood in the open and just took the shots, but instead he seen the tree, was patient, waited, and mounted, and just lasered this guy.
One down, down 2.
Then lasered 2.
Got 1 full. Double nading for the second full. He's literally in the open somewhere.
Oh my god, these are dead. 2 left in the house.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Yep, on bug.
So now he's at 22 kills with 16 left.
My buddies all there, buddy.
So you see also he says his teammate right here has gulag, but Aydan has just over $4,000, so enough to res. So instead of buying a UAV or a self-res or an airstrike or any of those things, just in case his teammate loses the gulag, he hangs on to this money just to buy him back. That's a huge thing right there.
Nice, Reese. Let's go. Yep. Just float for Lodi. Because if you just land at your share, you're gonna be out of the action for probably the rest of the game.
And see, listen to that. So, like, he's smart enough. Should I float for my loadout? Because he knows the loadout's going to come in a minute. Or should I go back to my loot? As I mentioned earlier, just like Aydan, instead of waiting to go back to your loot where everybody has been, you know, wiped out, the teams are wiped out, they're going to wait for the loadout to drop, which is going to drop near Aydan. His teammates just going to come land on the loadout and then be in on the action again. There's a little things like this that matter when it comes to getting high kill gameplays. So this is what like end game really slows down. They're all hunting for kills. There's only five guys left. So he's telling him don't land in the loadout yet. I got a red thread on me. Then he's getting lasered. Just fried that guy with the FFAR. Jeez. This clip, this is where the growl was actually really good. Jeez.
That one was flying. It's like a lot of solos.
So now, once again, towards the end of the game, with no vehicles and everything, it really slows down a lot. They're just kind of hunting for these last kills. Aydan's at 24 kills already. And like, this is a normal gameplay for him. 24 kills. Like, he holds the solo squads world record for 60 kills. I mean, this guy is just a machine at Warzone. So it's like basically a game of cat and mouse. So these guys are just hiding somewhere. But what's crazy is these last couple of kills when the game's this close really do make a difference. So if they get this kill, they tied the series. They won by one. They're 24 kills. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Just kind of breaking down inside the mind of the best Warzone player in the world. Once again, some takeaway tips that I can give you. When the game starts off, guys, just the most important thing you can do is get that loadout. And also, it helps if you have a teammate that you're playing with. But if you're solo, just having a vehicle is so much more important. A lot better for getting high kills because you can constantly push people. And also, once you have your loadout, you can play a lot more aggressive in the beginning if you have your gulag. You'll notice a lot of these guys, because they have gulag and they're very, very confident in their gun skills or their teammates, is that they'll play like psychos in the very beginning. And then once they get their gulag, they die, they win the gulag, they'll slow things down a little bit. It won't be as crazy because obviously they don't have the gulag anymore. And also, just constantly being aware, like Aydan, he's constantly saying, oh, they just popped a loadout over here. Oh, they just rezzed over here. And instead of focusing on just one guy all the time, looking for opportunities to be able to go and fight whole teams. If you're wasting your time hunting a guy down in Superstore, that's a rose skin, you can't find him anywhere, versus like when they left and went to airport and found a whole nother team to wipe, the kills add up that way. So when it comes to getting high kills, I hope this video helped you out, maybe improved upon your guys' strategy. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of doing these types of videos, and I appreciate all the support. See you in the next video. Later.